sides, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Run in the red zone. It's Davison. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Throwing more. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires to the tight end. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Going to take a shot at this DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
The run inside. It's Davison. He breaks a tackle. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. Here's more to throw. Touchdown, Oregon! Makes to grab inbounds.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. Like, you better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score on this next possession.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Across the 25, he's got room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
On first down, Nate Frazier. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Handoff for Frazier. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, first down here. Running inside, it's Davison.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rush is on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the Oh, he's got it. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third down, here's Frazier. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Dogs will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Dante Moore unloads to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. Inside the touchdown Ducks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They say you play the analytics here and go for two. I think it's too early for this. Moore. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Offense changing the play. To throw, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
They'll give to Frazier. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Now facing a third and long. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defense.
Touchdown, Ducks! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Slips through the line. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quick completion on the out. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, he almost...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On fourth down, looking to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing more. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Moore to throw. He's got him. Smashes through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the point after is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Turning it on. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. On 1st down, Nate Frazier. He's still on the move, a last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so...
Going over the top. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything.
He'll try to take it back.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Moore gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Stockton. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He fires one deep over the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely
to the end zone, and is picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Dante Moore escapes the pressure to his right. It's complete. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. The tag! Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Got his man. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complementary football on the other side. They've complemented each other, and they both stunk. Like, both sides have been bad. Turning the football over, not scoring, dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
One final play before the end of the quarter. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Handoff, Frazier running left. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. It's caught.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
I love the offense coming out, being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it. They can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The toss to the outside. At midfield, he's got room. Racing to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteer. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They don't fall to the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Bishop. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him.
Might have a chance. At the 30. Powers through. To the house. Touchdown ball.
I don't know what the records are, but Jesse, they are very much in danger. It looks like Derrick Henry playing with a bunch of 6-year-olds out here right now. Just hand him the ball, and he's just doing whatever he wants, however he wants, and putting up some stupid numbers.
He looks like Derrick Henry and Pop Warner. I mean, that's what this is looking like right now. It's ridiculous what we're watching, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. This could be one of the greatest running back performances in the history of college football if he stays in the game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Slithers into space. There he goes to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The run inside. It's Bishop. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
The Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the right. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And how about the big athlete, the ability to catch the football and then also do damage after the catch? You see so many athletic tight ends nowadays with physicality and the ability to make you miss. He breaks a tackle and goes a long way for the big touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten for the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down and 2nd and 10. The play action fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Bishop. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Hey, winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk.
Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. He goes down immediately. The boy, he knew where he was on the field, just enough to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. The toss to the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Bishop. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take.
They're going up for it, and the defense pulls it down for the pick.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
The run inside. It's Bishop. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. Runs through him, and he might have some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Unloads quickly. Pulled down for the tackle. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete! Touchdown ball! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw at Stockton. He wants to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half, a lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot, but here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen, force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And the Vols will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff
Snags it and he's open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to throw, it's Stockton. The quick out. No chance to run, but still a good game.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Under fire. Going to take a shot. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room, sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. The Vols have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Bishop. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Tennessee!
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. It's Stockton. He's going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. He's got it inside the 15.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Here's a give to Frazier. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Lets it fly. He makes a catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Push ahead on the sneak, and he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Hey, he looks short of that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed 4th down. Big-time stop for this defense.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. Maybe some room here. Running through contact. The 30. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteer.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles. And at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end.
Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns. I mean, well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll bring it back. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here is the Tennessee offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. There he goes. He's at the 50. Inside the 30, the 10, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back, put a good drive together.
To the air, it's Stockton. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that plays.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody. Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Running inside, it's Fletcher.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Mensah looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Shakes him in, headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's Mensah to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Fletcher. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Smashes through the tackle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Motion from the wide receiver. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go.
Touchdown, Miami! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm, be a little bit more patient, go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now,
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. Wants to return it. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
They're working that left side. Still on his feet. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff for Frazier. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Makes a connection. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk. And, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throwing, Mensah. It's complete on the right side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, the QB was trying to throw it to his running back behind the line of scrimmage. He never saw the defender. That was as easy a pick six as that guy is ever going to score.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive.
Miami, 35, Georgia, 0.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Going deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Going with the counter play here. Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. On first down, Nate Frazier. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it with Frazier. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half. Get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
Miami, 35, Georgia, 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Mensah. Got a man. It's Lofton. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Flying down the left side. 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Canes. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Georgia 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There's a little room there. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Riding up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. They get to him as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Touchdown, Miami! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good.
Georgia 14.
Out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Across the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Frazier again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Find some fresh air. Hard running there. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Put yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get it.
Finding some room. The 30. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. He scores for the 5th time in this game. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air, it's Stockton. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st down from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
the first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's Darian Minton to throw. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return. Bulldozes his way through. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Frazier again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that,